Nina lives near a river. There are many trees and flowers near her home. She likes to walk outside in the morning. The air is fresh and the sky is blue. Birds sing in the trees. She feels happy when she hears them. One morning, Nina takes a walk near the river. She wears her hat and brings a small bag. She wants to take pictures of nature. She looks at the water. It is quiet and clean. She sees a fish swim near the rocks. Then, something new catches her eye. There is a big animal sitting on the grass. It is brown and round. It has short legs and a big nose. It also has small ears and no tail. "What is that?" Nina asks. It is not a dog. It is not a cat. It is not a pig. She has never seen this animal before. She takes a step closer. The animal does not run away. It looks at her. Its eyes are kind. It's very calm. Nina feels safe. She sits on a rock and watches it. What can it be? Where does it come from? She takes out her phone and takes a photo. She wants to learn more. She goes home and opens her computer. She looks at the photo and types in some words. Big brown animal, round face, near river. After a few minutes, she finds something. It is a capybara. She reads about it. Capybaras live in South America. They are the biggest rodents in the world. They like water. They eat grass and fruit. They live in groups. But this one is alone. Nina reads more. Capybaras can swim very well. They can stay in water for many minutes. They are quiet and friendly. Many people say they are good animals. Some people even keep them as pets. Nina is surprised. She did not know this animal before, but now she wants to learn more. She looks at the photo again. The capybara is cute. It looks peaceful. Nina smiles. She thinks about the next day. Will it be there again? Will she see it one more time? She wants to bring food. Maybe the capybara is hungry. Maybe it will come close. She feels excited. Nina puts her phone away and makes a plan. She will go to the river again in the morning. She will bring some food and water. She hopes to see the capybara again. She wants to know it better. What is its name? Does it like people? Can she become its friend? She does not know the answers, but she feels happy. This animal is special, and tomorrow is a new day. The next morning, Nina wakes up early. The sun is not high yet. She puts bread, fruit, and a bottle of water in her bag. She wears her shoes and walks to the river. The grass is wet and the air is cool. Birds sing again. Nina feels good. She finds a spot near the water and sits down. She waits. 10 minutes pass, then 20. 1 hour. She looks around. Where is the capybara? Did it go away? Will it come again? Nina stays quiet. She eats a little bread. She drinks some water. Then, she hears something. Step by step, the capybara comes from the trees. It walks slowly. It looks calm. Nina smiles. She does not move fast. She wants the animal to feel safe. She takes out the bread and puts it on the grass. The capybara walks to the bread. It smells it. Then, it starts to eat. Nina watches. She does not speak. The capybara eats slowly. It is not afraid. It looks at Nina for a short time. Its eyes are soft. It finishes the bread and sits down. Nina sits too. There's no sound, only the river and the birds. The capybara walks to the water. It steps in and sits in the river. Its body is half underwater. It looks happy. It might like the cold water. Nina takes more photos. She tries not to make noise. She thinks, what should I call you? You need a name. She says in a soft voice, I will call you Coco. Coco does not move, but Nina feels good. She starts to visit the river every morning. Sometimes Coco comes, sometimes Coco does not, but Nina does not stop. She brings food and sits near the river. After many days, Coco comes often. Nina and Coco sit together. They do not speak, but Nina feels they are friends. She says, Good morning, Coco. Coco looks at her. There is a connection. One day a man walks near the river. He sees Nina with Coco. He says, Is that your pet? Nina says, No, but Coco is my friend. The man smiles. He says, That is nice. Nina feels proud. She did not plan to find a capybara, but now she has a friend. Nina knows that not all people see capybaras. She is lucky. She wants to learn more. She will read books and watch videos. She will tell her friends. Coco is not just an animal. Coco is special. And Nina is happy she waited that day by the river. Nina wants to share Coco's story. She prints some photos and puts them in a book. She writes about the first day she saw Coco. She writes about the morning visits, the quiet river, and the bread they shared. She also writes about Coco in the water. Then, she brings the book to her school. Nina stands in front of the class. She holds the book. She says, Today I want to tell you about a very special animal. She shows the first photo. Her friends look. What is that? One girl asks. That is a capybara, Nina says. His name is Coco. He lives near the river. The class is quiet. Nina shows more photos. She tells the story. She tells them where she found Coco, what Coco likes to eat, and how quiet he is. She says, Coco is not a pet, but he is my friend. Then she asks, Do you know where capybaras come from? One boy says, Maybe Africa. Another says, Maybe India. Nina smiles. She says, Capybaras live in South America. They like water and warm places. They live in big groups. They eat grass and fruit. She asks more questions. What do they eat? Where do they live? Can they swim? Her friends answer. Some know, some guess. All of them are interested. Then she says, Do you love capybaras? Many hands go up. After the talk, her teacher says, Good job, Nina. That was very nice. You taught us something new. Nina feels proud. She goes home and tells Coco about the day. She says, Coco, now many people love capybaras. You are special. I am happy we met. From that day, more people come to the river. They want to see Coco. Nina tells them to be kind. Do not make noise. Do not run. Let Coco feel safe. Some people bring food. Some take pictures. Coco stays calm. Nina makes a sign. It says, Hello, I am Coco the capybara. I like water, quiet places, and nice people. Please be kind. People read the sign and smile. They say, Coco is a good friend. Nina smiles too. She did not look for a capybara, but she found love, peace, and a friend in Coco.